Dear children, let us see lines and angles. Ninth class, prepared by me, V. Nagaraju, ZPHS Aliabad, District, Medchal. Let us see introduction part. Here see these figures. First figure, railway line. Second, a bridge. Third, a house model structure. And fourth is cube. So in the first figure, we have the railway lines. So by seeing this figure, what can you say about these two railway lines? By seeing this figure. Yes, by seeing this figure, you can see these two railway lines seems to be like a parallel lines. Okay, and next, see the second one. Here we have this horizontal path, just like a line segment, and these two vertical bridge stones, just like a vertical line segments. And then see this figure. Here also we have edges, 1, 2, 3 edges, which seems to be like a line segments. And here also we have a rectangle pot, this one, and also here again these two are also seems to like a line segment. And here this gap, in this gap we have a angle like structure. So that's why the architects or engineers, before going to construct a building or a house, they had to draw a model on a paper. So like this. And next, here see this cube also we have edges, and these edges are just like line segments, and we have the corners also. These corners are also just like seems to be angles. Now let us see this diagram. Triangle, rectangle, one more rectangle. So see this diagram. Can you say some angles and line segments in this figure? Yes, you can say easily. So in this figure, we have AB, BC, CD, D, up to so on, are examples of line segments. So just draw this figure in your notebook and try to do this activity. Just simply you should draw this figure and note down the line segments. Okay, and next, whereas angle EAB, angle ABC are examples of angles. So here we can again observe those angles at here, E, A, B, and also A, B, C. Actually here we have E, A, B, C. So like this you can write the angles like DEC, ECD, at here and here also. So like this we can write other angles. So that's why I'm telling you, just do this activity by drawing these two diagrams which are attached with one each other and write down line segments and angles. And next, now let us see one more diagram. Here we have cuboid and vertices P, Q, R, S, T, U, and here P, W, and X. So by seeing this figure also, and one more part, rectangle also there, just like it seems to be like a building. Okay, now in the given figure, can you say some angles and line segments? Yes, you can easily say in the given figure. PQ, RS, ST. So these are the examples of line segments. So here also you have to draw this figure on your notebook and try to do this activity and write all other line segments. You can write so many. Now whereas angle UPQ, angle PQ are examples of angles. So you can write down angles also. Here we have angle UPQ and here PQR. These are the angles. Otherwise PRS, you can write so many angles from by using this figure. Okay, these are the some basic. So here one thing, so this chapter at where we have to use. Okay, do you know whenever an architect has to draw a plan for buildings, towers, bridges, etc., yes, the architecture has to draw many lines and parallel lines at different angles. Okay, so an architecture, before going to construct a buildings or a towers, bridges, he has to draw some angles or different angles and some more lines on a paper. That means he has to draw a model construction on a paper in two-dimensional. Okay, so now by this way we can understand this chapter is very useful in our daily life. So that's why you just listen this chapter very carefully, and this is very interesting and very easiest chapter. Already we learned some basic concepts in lower classes, so even though I will again recall that one by one. Okay, basic terms of geometry. As we all know, the first one, recall that a ray is a part of a line. It begins at a point and goes on endlessly in specific direction. Let us see this torchlight. Here this torchlight, the light is beginning point and these rays goes on endlessly in a specific direction. And here we have sun is a starting point, and that rays are goes on endlessly in specific direction. Okay, now while a line can be extended in both direction endlessly, now say this line segment, AB line segment figure, and AB one arrow headed ray, and AB, here we have double arrowed line. So that's why we are already said while line can be extended in both directions endlessly. So by seeing this AB line, you can say the line is extended on both sides endlessly. A part of a line with two endpoints is known as a line segment. So we usually denote the line segment AB by this AB, and upon we have the line segment symbol. And next, and the ray AB is denoted by AB and the line denoted by AB, double arrow headed. So here actually here AB is a ray which is represent a single arrow headed ray upon the AB, and here double arrow headed, both sides we have the double arrow heads. So that's why this AB represent a, this what is represent a line. Okay, and next, however, normally lines are denoted by small letters L, M, N, etc. Now one more definition. If three or more points are lies on the same line are called collinear points, otherwise non-collinear points. So for example, here on this line I am taking 2 points, one is C and other is D. One is C and other is D. So if these two are also lies on this AB line, you can say that A, C, D, B are collinear, or otherwise those are non-collinear points. Okay. Now, angle and intersecting lines, non-intersecting lines. Now let us see the angle definition. The angle formed by rotating a ray from a initial position to terminal position. So initial position means starting point, terminal position means ending. So now let us see the diagram. This one is initial ray and it rotates up to here. So it's rotate up to here. So that's why it is ends at this position. So that's why it is known as terminal ray. So that's why the change of a ray from initial position to terminal position around the rotation, initial position to the terminal position around the rotation. So the change of ray from initial position to the terminal position around the rotation, and the measure of the rotation is called angle. So one complete rotation gives us 360 degrees. So now an angle formed by when two rays are originate from same point. So if it is originate from the same point at here, then the rays making angle are called arms. So these two, this one is first arm, this one is a second arm of the angle, and common point is called the vertex angle. This point is called as a vertex of the angle. Okay children, now actually in this definition we have the important thing here. Two rays are originate from the single point, so that's why here the ray is starting from first point to ending at the second position, that is terminal position. So that's why this rotation measured, so that measured rotation is known as a angle. And next, at this starting point is known as a vertex of that angle, and that two rays which are originate from that same point are known as arms. Okay, so these are the definitions. And next, let us see intersecting lines and non-intersecting lines. Now observe this PQ line and RS line. So do the lines A, P, Q and RS have common point? So just observe these two lines. So can you say these two lines have the common point? No. What do we call such lines? Yes, they are parallel lines. Already we saw this live example in the starting slide, which are what? Railway lines. So railway line seems to be like a parallel lines, as you know. Now on the other hand, if they meet at any point, then they are called what? Intersecting lines. Okay, now let us see this figure. See this, PQ and RS meet at a point, so that's why these two are what? Intersecting lines. Now one more important concept, concurrent lines. So see the definition. When three or more lines are meet at a point, they are called concurrent lines, and point at which they meet is called point of concurrency. Now let us see the diagram. Now here I am taking 6 lines. Yes. So when three or more lines are meet at a point, they are called concurrent lines, and point at which they meet is called point of concurrency. Now see this, I am taking here 6 lines. So these 6 lines are meet at a point. So that's why here this point is known as concurrent point, and these lines are said to be what? Concurrent lines. So this is regarding some basic terms in the geometry. Next video, let us see some more important concepts. So listen these type of very easiest topics and do practice. Okay, thank you.